What is up, y'all? Dr. Nate here. Today we're going to talk about how to injure yourself in 3 steps. And then at the end, after all those steps, I'm going to talk about how I did that to myself. So step number 1, do something that you haven't done in 5 years. You know, you used to run, but you hadn't run in 5 years, and then you decide to go out and sprint. You know, that sounds like a good idea. So that's step number 1. So do something you haven't done in 5 years. And then step number 2 is to go and do it as hard as you possibly can. So couple something that you haven't done in 5 years and then go and do it as hard as you can. You're probably setting yourself up for a potential injury. I'm not saying you're going to, but you're increasing your risk level there. And then the 3rd step, and this is just the icing on the cake, do it again. Like, do that same intensity and the same activity again in that same duration of time on the same day or the next day and see how you do. Those are 3 very clear steps if you want to injure yourself. And this is how I injured myself about 6 years ago. I used to do sprint training and running when I played baseball and football, but I hadn't actually done that for 6 years. I was living in New York at the time, and I was actually training for powerlifting, where there's no sprinting involved. I know some people train it, but I wasn't training sprinting. But anyways, I was training for powerlifting and doing a bunch of squats, deadlifts, bench press, lunges, but no sprinting whatsoever. And then one of my friends came in from out of town, from Arkansas, and he decided that we should do a sprint workout around the track. So I just said, yeah, why not? Let's go do that. And I knew that I hadn't done these motions for a long time, but I was thinking, well, but I do other types of workouts. I should be totally fine. Well, it's not like we went out and ran a couple miles. We went out and did 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, like 5 times all out of both. And I woke up the next morning, my left knee was just completely swollen on the outside. My hip was killing me. I could barely walk. I had to walk to class the next day. This was when I was in grad school. And it was just abysmal. And that took me, my goodness, probably a year and a half to fully recover from. And I still get residual issues from that if I'm not careful with actually keeping my adductors strong, especially when I'm doing more interval training now. So don't be like me. If you're gonna go out and you wanna do something at a high intensity, incorporate it into your daily routine, or at least into your weekly routine. Like if you want to be able to go out and play basketball on the weekends with your friends, or you want to go out and play tennis, or you want to go golfing, like add some rotational type workouts into your program. Add in some sprint training into your workouts, or some sort of running or jumping, so you're actually activating those type 2X fibers. And not just stressing them at the time of being your weekend warrior self. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever injured yourself like an idiot like me, and we can have a good laugh about it. I'll see you next time. Stay strong, stay resilient, and peace out.